I have boogers in my nose. I'm trying to get my East LA. I know you guys are hot as us. Oh, yeah, Francis, yeah. Do I have a big fan in there to help give you air? Yes, I have a fan that's pointed at my treadmill, and my treadmill has fans too. So I don't know what's going on with my eye. I hope I'm not getting a sty. My swimming pool, I don't know if it's hot. Big T, what's up, what's up, what's up? I don't know. Look at sea moss. Yes, I've seen about the sea moss stuff. You guys, I'm kind of weird with trying new stuff. That's just me. I don't take new stuff easily. Good morning, it's hot in her, as Nellie said. It is hot in her. Good gracious, ass bodacious. Anyhow. Yeah, so hot in her. Can't say hot in here. It's hot in her, right? Anyhow, I'm sweating. Like there's already sweat dripping down my back. To the window, to the walls, to the sweat drip down. Long time. Anyhow, yeah, I'm sweating already. It's probably like, I don't know, I can't look because my phone's on here. But it's probably like in the 80s already. Well, or it's like high 70s. I try to turn my, God, my nose like a burst. Hi, Barbara, how are you? Elk Grove is 14 minutes south, 14 miles south of Sacramento. Yes. We're in a very, Oh, hi, Jennifer, welcome. Hi, Janice. It's going to be a hot as balls kind of day today. So if you have balls, put a fan down there. And if you have a vagina, well, you just got to be careful about the excess moisture that is hanging out there. So dip it, cool it, lick it. No, don't. Just kidding. Just abort that. Nobody wants a swamp ass or a swamp badge. Either way. I'm so hot, I don't even want to do that. No, you will not keep it moist. But what I do suggest to everybody today, get your bums out. Sun your bums for 30 seconds. I have yet to do it, but I've heard magical things. Lay down, grab your ankles, 30 seconds is all it takes. For men, it helps boost the testosterone for your testicles. Testicles, sun hits it, it just ups your testosterone if you're struggling a little bit, okay? It also kind of gives an inner light to the bum inside to the organs. It's great. It's supposed to be magical. Women, it helps with the vagina candida. Who knows? I don't know. Do I have it? I don't know. William, you do not do it out in public. You just pull down your pants and you get it in your backyard. That's it. Simple. Just find a little spot and do it. But no, I'm serious. It's a serious thing. Just grab your ankles. Gotta grab them. Just make sure for those women who are doing it, make sure your husbands don't see you because they'll think that it's like an open invitation. It's not. Unless you want it to be. Unless you want it to be. So I'm just saying, try it. All my friends that I have suggested it love it. Love it. Love it. Maybe I should have Grandpa grab his ankles. Okay, too far. No. Grandpa K would not like that. Bye, Francis. Try it. I have a friend that's really into it. Anything bum he's into. He likes the bum, enjoys the pleasure of the bum. And so he's the one who told us about it. And so I have a couple of friends who have tried it and love it. Love it. Love it. Look, no, Grandpa. To the window. To the wall. To the balls dropped on this. No. Anyhow. No. Vision. Out. Gone. Do you know... Yes. Good old Jake. So he introduced us to sunning the bum. It's a thing. Check it out on TikTok. You can see people talk about the benefits of it. It's Sunday. Praise the Lord. Praise the bum. Sunday is the day we stay. Praise the bum. No, David. If I drank 10 Red Bulls, you see, I'm not focused. If I drank 10 Red Bulls, I would probably feel like I was having a heart attack and commit myself to the ER. I'm a hypochondriac. That would not be good for me. Hi, Lisa. Oh, thank you, David. Hi in Thailand. I ate a protein bar, and I was, no. It's Sunday fun day. Grab your bum. No, grab your ankles to sun your bum. It is Sunday fun day. Anybody doing anything fun besides sunning your bum? Anywho, sorry, digression. What's up, chickens? How's it going? Anybody gonna sun the bum? I'm gonna try it. But I can't let Dan see me because then he thinks that's an open invitation. I can barely. Yes, this is the lady that is the wife of the guy that takes care of his dad. Him? Question mark. I don't know what that means. Ooh, a boat ride on the lake. That's nice. 64? That's nice. Do I need mental help? Kirk Ham wants to know if I need mental help. Anybody? Anybody want to help that person? No, RD, we do not take Ed. Stop talking to me for a minute, would you? No, we don't take Ed to any sort of adult interaction place because anybody want to tell people why we don't do that? Ed likes to be around his family. Charlene, exactly. We all need mental help. Even the people who accuse those people of being weird or crazy. Gang, gang, Jocelyn. Gang, gang. And that means if you take a SSRI, gang, gang, we're in it together. Mental health, here we go. Yes, thank God. Thank and praise the Lord for medicine. Alcohol. I heard that's a weird sound. Praise the Lord for SSRIs, alcohol, ferns for those of you who like it, alcohol for me. Gang, gang. Buns in the sun. Yes. No. Susan, I don't think UV lights are the same. You need fresh rays, fresh vitamin D, fresh sunlight to sun them on. What a weird sound, and there's no cats in here. I do seem off today. Natasha's concerned. Everybody's concerned about my well-being today. Natasha, you obviously haven't been around enough because if you were, you would know this is normal. Any suggestions for ADHD? No. Peace. Pilgrim, you have to figure out what works for you if you don't want to do medicine. Annette, good morning. You would have liked our conversation last night on Zoom. We were talking about iced, things and glass things. I thought about you and I thought, well, fresh sunlight. Not. I'm dying, Becca. I'm sweating. I'm procrastinating getting on my shit because I'm already sweating. I have swamp ass. I have everything. Right, S. Terrence, right. I'm like thinking to myself, you seem a little off today. How is today making me any more off than I was yesterday or the day before? Just a question. Oh, Susan, well, wait until the sun's out. Sun's out, guns out. Thanksgiving. Hold on for a ride. It is the heat. I'm delusional. Anyway, because yes, the donation of the Gucci bag will fix any mental illness I may have. Not really, but the Gucci and the Lexapro and wine or alcohol. I don't know. Anyhow, hi Max, how are you? Hey Purple Jack. Hey Gertrude. What is going on? Thank you, Brenda. As you can see, I am just, look, I made one sock on. Where's the other sock? It's in my hand. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. Henri. Oh, we have Big Philly coming in. We'll take some meds. Big Philly, I already did. Thank you. This morning, bright and early, 7:30 this morning. Actually, I took it with my vitamins. It's Lexapro. Maybe you need some to chill your ass out. Grandpa's sleeping. Grandpa sleeping. Grandpa sleeping. We got the people coming in with the mental illness over here on TikTok. Big people, big people behind the keyboard. Oh wow, you need help. No, I think the people who now need help are the people who come on and pick on other people. Those people are the ones that need help. Not me. I'm doing my thing, so I'm happy. Hey, Fat Boy, what's up? What's up? What's up? How's your Sunday? Oh, Greg, it's hot as hell. Good morning, Jason. Thank you. Good, Jason. I love that. My first time here, and find you interesting. Here's another one. An interesting with a. No. Oh, Frankie says no. Some people are genuinely concerned because you are clearly off. Frankie, welcome to Danielle, the land of off, weird and crazy. If you don't like it, you can, scroll right on out of here. It's not that difficult. Here's the thing. Y'all, if you're worried about me, worry about yourselves for coming on and picking on people. Once again, why do you feel the need to come on and pick on people? Why? Does it make you feel better? Does it give you a little chuckle? I don't know, but I can't figure it out. Yesterday was hot and heavy right at the beginning, but I don't understand what the need is on a beautiful Sunday morning, beautiful, hot, blistering Sunday morning. People feel the need to come on and pick on creators. Oh, here's Lisa with the big words. You can't take criticism. Oh, girl. Again, look in the mirror before you pick on creators. That's not a criticism. That's not a criticism. What is a criticism? Somebody coming on, that's not a criticism. Somebody coming on and telling me I'm off or I look crazy or I'm weird, that's not a criticism, nor is it constructive, so don't come back with that. That is stupid, ignorant. They want hate, I don't know, who knows, but it's just crazy. Hi Dolores, how are you? Again, before you come on here and before you pick on me, I don't give a shit, pick away, because I don't give a shit about you. But before you come on, and yes, Frankie, I am a creator, and I am. What is it? Oh, influencer, yeah. You know why? Because when you're on here and you gain a following, people like what you do. They like what you wear. They like what you buy, and that makes you an influencer. It took me a year to realize that and to accept it, but Frankie, do a little bit of research. I am a creator. I create. I talk. I influence. Yeah. So, apparently, you need a little help with knowing what people on social media do. So, anyhow, sorry about that. We got another one. Now we got one on YouTube. You're only popular because of Grandpa. No, little stinky. I'm going to tell you something. Grandpa might have helped in my growth, but I'm continuing the growth on my own. So obviously, you're new here and you don't realize how it's working now. Because this is my channel. Got it? Danielle Salinger. Yes, my channel. Which means that my growth is for me and myself with a little bit of Grandpa, but there are a lot more people who like me. Anyhow. You are not a creator. Oh, Frankie, relax. Don't do it. And when you want to come to it, relax. Don't do it when you want to come. Oh, Frankie, relax. Frankie's hitting hard below the belt. You aren't a creator. Thank you, Frankie. I appreciate you. I do. I appreciate the ignorance, and I appreciate the non-fact checkers and the people who think they know it better. I appreciate the ignorance that is out there, because without the ignorance, they wouldn't give me my views. So, Frankie, thank you for giving me my views. Frankie, Stinky, anybody else, thank you for giving me my views. Thank you for creating more attention. And thank you for popping me up on the algorithm. Thank you. Frankie, again, relax, don't do it. When you want to jump to it, relax, don't do it. When you want, oh, Jester, why are you so hostile? God, this is hostile? Bruh, why? Why am I so? Yes, maybe it is, Deez. I believe, maybe I'm just so well admired. That's what it is. Frankie, I will send you a signed autograph of me, a picture. I'll give you a life-size one because I think you would like that. I like that, Deez. I really like that. I think you're right. I think it's the admiration, the utmost admiration, because people want to be like me. That is it. People want to be like me. People want to be like me. Life-size, you know those things, the life-size people, you know? I'll send you one. I'll send you one. Big Philly, you're coming one your way too. It's interesting because I can find out all your information. I got you. I got you. I will send you a big-ass statue of myself with a big kiss, there you have it, and an autograph. Because I know you look up to me. I know, and that's why Big D's, Enlightened D's just said that. I think it's because people look up to you. I'm starting to believe that. I'm starting to believe that more people should be like me. More people should be like me. More people should live, they should laugh, and they should enjoy life a little bit more, because I think if they were more like me, they wouldn't go around and pick on people, and they wouldn't be so miserable with themselves. Right? Right? Huh. Romania. Hello. I have heritage from Romania, so I appreciate that. Send him a sunpost statue. David, that's a whole different ballgame. Be like Danielle. That's actually, Lily, a good one. You too can be like Danielle. I like that. Instead of Grandpa's face from now on, I'm going to just put mine. I'm going to put mine on all my merch. I think so, Sandy. I think if all the trolls dropped their pants and put their bum in the air for 30 seconds, I think they would have a new lease on life. I really do. Hey, instead of right now, instead of all you trolls out there, caw-caw, I know you're here, caw-caw, I love you, I really do. But for all you trolls out there, I think you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Okay, Danielle, I like that. Danielle, we got a good name, so. Brain fart, excuse me. They admire me. Joe, I agree with you. Thank you for all the love. I kind of have finally realized the true love of the trolls is me. They love me. They can't get enough of me. God, y'all, thank you. Danielle, go, girl. Thank you for enlightening me on that one. It's okay. Everybody wants to be like me. I think we should really... Oh, Frankie, I've had enough of your testes in a bunch today. So we're just going to block you. Pew, pew, Frankie. Frankie didn't want to relax, so he's out of here. Okay, so anybody else want to leave now? You can just come up and come front and center, because my fingers are ready. Who else wants to leave? You're riding off of Grandpa's game. What game facile does he have? Facile! Yes, Grandpa's game. What game is that? I'm running off of my own game, facile. It's my journey, facile. Get it, love it, do it. You don't, adios. My entry is so much better used elsewhere. Oh, here we go again with the people telling me how to handle my page. I love it. No, I know. If you don't like the way I handle things or handle people, maybe it's not the place for you. I got my audience from Grandpa. No shit, Rev. We all did. And what's the point? Huh, William? Ooh, it's a tough morning, bro. It's a tough morning. Thank you on the t-shirt. Isn't this fun? I love David Bowie. My dad was a big fan of David Bowie. Grandpa's, I think Grandpa went back to bed today. got the haters out. The haters have been out. And so we came up with the conclusion that the haters just envy me and they want to be like me. And so that's the thing. Once again, remember we decided that the haters are coming because when you rise to fame on yourself, fame, right here, all fame. I can't even say that with this straight face. Oh God. Trolls, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anywho, the more attention you get, the more hate you get. These people are jealous. People are jealous. Thank you, sweet Monica. And that's what happens. So all you people who say, yes, I'm here because of Grandpa. Yes, people came because of Grandpa, but most of them are staying because of me. There is a small percentage of people who stayed for Grandpa. But now, after the year has come, the majority of people are staying because of me and Dan. Thank you guys. So step up front and center, understand that. And again, impenetrable. You can say what you want. The people who say don't pay no mind. Again, I pay mine because I like to pay mind to some of them and do my thing because that is my thing. Responding to idiots is doing my thing. It doesn't hurt me. It doesn't make me feel any sort of way that I'm actually really sorry for them because they are that miserable in their own cesspool of sludge. How about that? And I don't block all of them because without trolls you wouldn't have a rise, in views and stuff like that. So you need the trolls. You do, honestly. But the disrespectful ones, the ones who are ugly, and the ones who attack viciously, that's when, I strike back and I block. I already have to pee. I spent so much time yapping. I gotta pee. So give me a minute. You guys hold on. And that was a good one, the sludge. I don't know, Sharon, if I could repeat that. Trolls create loyalty. They do. Because they bring people and then people fall in love. Hold on a second. Let me go pee really quick. I spent 15 minutes yapping before I got on the middle. Sorry. Woo, I had to go pee-pee. Sorry. Anyhow, what were we talking about? Zoom is not something we are opening right now. Not yet. Not yet. I can use all my positive energy instead of addressing. I still have a positive energy. Don't let that trip you. That's me. That's my personality. I can't help it if you don't like it, but I do. So I will also handle things how I see fit and how I want to. Anyhow, thank you, David. I appreciate you. Mars, we have a great YouTube family. Good morning, WC. Yes, and there you have it. Hi, Carol. It's hot in here. I think we're keeping Grandpa another day. Yeah, and it's this journey of mine, right? We're all on a journey. We're all on a life journey. Whether or not we're just raising kids, we're retired, empty nesters, whatever, it's still part of the journey. It's still part of the journey. And with it comes lots of ups and downs. And every day we all try to get through the ups and downs as best as we can. So I believe in you guys today. If you're struggling, let me know. Give me a hands up, and we will try to get you through and your mind right for the rest of the day. Hi, Father Time. Love you. Kathy. Patreon. Peloton. Oh, not Patreon. No Peloton. You gotta roll with the punches. Roll with the snubbing. You gotta pull up your britches and deal with them. Susie asked if she thought we would ever put Grandpa in a home. I can't answer that question. You know, I can't answer that question. I don't know. I hope not, but you never know what the future's gonna hold. I was probably great looking in prime. Jackson, I'm in my prime, bruh. I'm in my prime. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to poke them. You gotta know when to punch them when you're feeling. How was your day besides being criticized on my page? Oh, bruh, that's not funny. I'm doing good. It's hot. It's hot. So I'm gonna try to get through this run and then lay my ass down in the cool. I don't know how Andrew is. Andrew's been in Santa Barbara. He'll be driving home today, visiting my family. So I'm hoping it's much better. I can't leave you, Debs. I love seeing you. Where's the old man? He's sleeping? Relaxing soon. I think it's so hot, I'll probably swim for a little bit. I think we're keeping Grandpa another day because it's gonna be hot. And we like to keep our house at a certain temperature, which we feel, you know, is good for him. DMD. Well, I've been running for a long time, so I think with all the years I've been running, it helps the lung capacity, right? Do you think life without social media is easy for you? I think life with social media makes me better. Yeah, if you can believe that. Life with social media has made me better, has made me a better person. A wife, a caregiver, a mother, and interpersonal to myself. Hi, freckle face. Love you, Dad. A bitch. I like to call it strong, my God. I don't like how, you know, we call ourselves bitches. We're sobs. Strong ass bitches, strong ass women. Yet such a fashion these days. Women who stand up for what they believe in. Women who set their boundaries. And women that are confident, right? Women that are confident. People hate. Why? Why? Why do people hate strong women? It took me 48 years to become strong and to how I am today. And social media helped that. Social media helped me. But why? Strong ass women. We're not bitches. Well, bitches because we are judged for being strong. Bitches. Bitches because we are strong. But it's really sad because why are we looked upon as the mean people? We aren't. We just get our shit done. All the while trying to survive while we do it. All the while trying to make ourselves better. Oh, Kitty, I don't know. Swim a little bit. Yes. And typically, yes, J-Star, I would say majority of my trollers are women, right? Women who strive to be strong. Women who strive to have independence. Women who strive to get it done. Women who set their boundaries. Those women attack the strong women because why? They're jealous. That I do believe. It has nothing to do with looks. Well, some of them maybe it does. It has nothing to do with anything else. I think people get jealous of them being able to handle their shit. What they don't realize is that anybody has the ability to own their shit. Anyone has the ability to become a stronger woman. Anybody has the ability to set boundaries, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourselves. And once you start that process and put in the work, you become better. Oh, hi, Chris. Hi, Tom. How are ya? Good morning, Bella. How are ya? Why aren't you watching the tennis? Because I could give a shit about tennis. Loving yourself is the most important thing you must do. Loving yourself is how you become a strong, independent woman. Loving yourself is the first step to evolution, right? Loving yourself is the only way to continue on this journey. You have to. You have to. You have to love yourself. Because if you don't, you will struggle. And I struggled for 48 years because I didn't love myself enough. Now that I love myself enough, I know how to set my boundaries. I know how to speak my mind. And I know how to let things go. Because you realize that in this world of crazy, that the only thing that hurts you is holding on to the anger, right? The anger, the sadness, and the frustrations. So you gotta let it go. Yes, and that's what it is, Squiggles. You have to respect yourself. You have to look at those moments in your life where you feel that you have become weaker because of those friendships or relationships as a stepping stone into the strength that you will learn from that and move on. Because instead of looking at, every situation as like pity me, right? You gotta look at it and you gotta say, you know what? There's a reason this happens. There is a reason I'm being taken advantage of. What lesson am I being taught? What lesson am I here to learn? What lesson? What strength am I gaining from this life? What strength? Right? I know. And once you start seeing it, once you start believing in your journey, and once you start opening your eyes to those things that are being done to you, you allow your soul and your inner strength to come out and work together. And then you realize, fuck this shit, right? No more. No more. And in that moment, you start accepting and owning your flaws and your part in everything. Because that's another part of the evolution of our inner selves. Oh, Jeremy, you too, right? Right? Everybody needs to open up their minds, their hearts, and their souls. Without doing that, and without having the ability, you will not evolve. Once you start saying, no, I'm done, no more, drawing those clear lines in the sand, one day you'll be like, holy shit, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I believe in myself. And once you start doing that, the confidence comes. That confidence is literally exuding off of you, and you are giving this different aura about you, and people won't fuck with you. They will try, but your strength will just knock their asses down. I'm telling you, I promise you, sweetness. I promise you, it took me 48 years. Remember that. 48 years to see my true self, to respect my true self, to make sure that I put myself first. And everything falls into place. We'll have bad days. But you know what? The fact of the matter is you get back on your feet. And you keep moving forward and you keep learning. And then you just, all of a sudden, you see, and you're like, holy shit, I did it. Mama, I did it. Finally. Look at this smile. I'm telling you, I couldn't smile like this for a long time. But I believe in myself. And I'm telling you, when you're on your way, you know, when you can see it, it's empowering. It's empowering. It's fucking empowering, and it's amazing. Because I have the control. Right? Yeah, I am woman, hear me roar. Exactly. Helen Reddy, if you guys don't know, sang that song, I am woman, hear me roar. In a time in life, was she in the 70s, Greg? In a time in life where we were struggling, right? We were struggling to be a woman and be integrated into society like the man, right? What the hell? You know? Our plight to vote, to be considered equal. I mean, come on, people. We've seen some shit, have we not? And that's what you need to think. Everybody out there, every woman who's on here, and men, because it can happen with a man too. John, you beat me to it. I said it. You need to believe in yourselves. And I know there's men out there too who've been robbed of certain things in life. To believe in yourself is the most important thing you can do for yourself. The most important thing you can do for yourself. Everybody has the power in the palm of their hand. Everybody. You just know how to use it. You just need to know and learn how to be effective. That's it. And sometimes, Debbie, those life events like losing does make you stronger. Sometimes it takes a big event to open our eyes and say, what the fuck, right? This isn't me. I want to be better. I tell you all the time that I want to die and I want my kids to be proud of who I have become. I want my kids to be proud and say, God, my mom was a strong-ass woman. You know? She was great. She had great, insight. She had great guidance. She had great, parenting skills. I mean, we all fail that. For the most part, turn them around. And that's why sometimes for us women and men, it's important to look into the mirror every day and say, I am important. I matter. I'm worthy. I'm fucking amazing. Damn, I look good. Do that every day. And you will start believing that after you say it enough. And believe it. Let it sink in. Stare at yourself in the mirror. Feel it. Sometimes it's that powerful that you start crying because of the emotion. sometimes I say that to myself and I cry. For the woman I was, right? For the woman I was, and for the woman I have become. And JoJo, that's the whole, it's important because I wasn't working on myself for the longest time until now. I'm taking control. I had time to put in to myself, you know? And it's hard. It's not easy. You know, every day is a new day. Every day comes with it trials, tribulations, waves, sludge. But you need to buckle up. Have your moment. Pull up your pants and say, after that moment, and say, I got this. Are you okay with someone who isn't into God? Yes. Greg. I myself am not religious. I'm spiritual, but I'm not religious. My family, my mom's side, was religious. And I feel it's very important to, in the way I was raised, and this is just me, right? And not to get a huge debate of what's right and wrong, because that's subjective for people. But I feel like it's up to, I didn't want to impart my beliefs on my kids. So I didn't really say much about it. I allowed them to come up with their own views and ways. Because I feel like, well, I don't want to get on into all that, but I feel like it was important for them to define themselves, find themselves in this journey of life. And that was what was important for me. So, you know, there was a moment that my son came, you know, he asked the question when he was little, and he was like, I think he asked Dan, he said, Dad, do you believe in God? And, you know, Dan said, nobody, I don't. I'm what you call, you know, whatever, atheist. And Andrew goes, is it okay if I believe in God? And Dan said, yes, you can believe in whatever you want to believe, right? And that's how we pretty much have parented, is, you know, if you want to believe in it, you do you, you know? I don't want to force our views onto them. I want them to be able to learn it and accept it themselves. And so that's how we parent for the most part. And we have. How they believe today, I think, is different. But in all the growth that they have, we allow them to pick and choose what they want to do. So I personally feel that religion doesn't define who the person is. I think religion is, you know, there are bad people who are religious. There are good people who are religious. But in the end, it's what you have in here. And I always say that. I always tell you guys, it doesn't matter who you believe in, what you believe in, and what political beliefs you are. It matters the type of person you are, right here. And that's it. And if you have a kind heart, you have a kind soul. That defines you as a person. Nothing else. Nothing else. Nothing else. So, everything else, everybody has their opinions, and that's my opinion. Pablo, thank you. And like me, love me for it. That's on you. But you shouldn't judge me based on my beliefs. You should judge me based on my heart. Plain and simple. There should be no other way to judge a person. And people do. I already have somebody judging me. I already have somebody judging me for what I just said. And that's wrong. I can't judge somebody because of the way they vote, if they have a good heart. What the fuck? But a lot of people do, and that's a lot of problems with our world today. Aaron James wants to know how do you drink and exercise the next day? I don't, first of all, drink a lot. Some days I have one drink. Some days I have two. So that's the key, moderation. I mean, even on those days that I go out with my friends, or go to this casino, and I have more than 2 drinks, I still get up and do it. You know why? Because I play, I pay. So I've always been like that. There's been days I'm hungover as shit back when I was younger. Woo! But I still did it. And I believe that, Polly G, that's the whole thing about me, is that I have a heart, I have empathy. And if I believe in your heart and I see the kindness you have, I don't fucking care what you believe. God, Buddha, Allah, anything. Because I can see you for the person you are. Democrat, Republican. And that's why we don't go much into politics, right? Because people can't discuss things without getting mad. People can't discuss things without judgment. People can't have communications respectfully. We are very open-minded people, but a lot of people aren't. And plus, politics is no fun, right? So it's just important to keep it lighthearted. Party hard in Vegas. Who doesn't party hard in Vegas? Now, it's to say that I won't, go over my 2 drinks. But during the week and during the weekend, all I need is a drink to 2. Last night, I think I had like a drink and a half, and I just wasn't in the mood, and I dumped out the rest of my second drink. I don't need it. My body tells me when I'm done. My body says, hey, you beautiful sab, no more. And I say, you know what, you're right. Thank you for the reminder. So it's all moderation. Everything is moderation. That's the key to life. Moderation, having fun, setting boundaries, loving thyself, and being respectful. That's it. Polly, it took me a long time. It took me a long time of learning and accepting my faults and trying to become a better person. It doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a fucking hard journey. And trying to let things go, that's one of the hardest things to do. Hi, Gabriela. Hi, Reeds. Greg, for the most part, I do. Now, soccer's starting. My nephew's soccer is starting up in August. So that might put a little, wrench in my schedule for the weekend. Because, I follow him around. My kids were soccer players, if you didn't know that. My oldest played collegiate soccer. And so he is my next, hobby. Thank you, Woo. I appreciate it. So he's my next hobby to follow. And same with my niece. She starts soccer too. So days are going to get crazy. So on those days that they have early games, I'll probably, oh hey honey, I will probably get up earlier and try to get on really quick just to say hi. Spoofs. Diane, I have some of my ideas for spoofs, but my husband's on TikTok right now, so I don't want to tell him my ideas because they're my creation for him. And something he'll probably have fun with as well. So I don't want to go into it because he's watching. But my wheels are turning. And I see you guys like the spoofs. So he's got some ideas as well. But his are more works and progress. Mine are simple. It's like I have ideas.
I have an idea.
To spoof him a lot. Yeah, PJ Party, she wants you to know is PS.
Right.
PJ Party is PS.
Party what?
PJ Party is PS.
Oh, PJ party.
Yes. Oh,
We throw a pajama party?
So, sorry.
That's our spoof?
sorry, PS. No, because you talk to her.
Yeah.
She talks to you and you don't realize it's PS.
I did realize it was you later, P.S. I did, like, when I was watching I rewatched it on the live and I
You don't
realized...
have to yell.
Alright.
She can hear you.
I did that when I rewatched it, but while I'm doing the live, I don't really... I don't even read most of the
You guys have
comments.
to realize,
It's really hard.
I connect a lot more, right? I'm one of those people that likes to connect to people. I know, I like, especially the people who show up for me every day. To me, that's important. And so I feel like it's respectful to also remember who you guys are. So sometimes if you're new, it takes me a minute, but I do. For me, I connect. I'm a connector.
You guys know Hostess
Hi.
Factories in Sacramento?
What are you doing right now?
Well, I was going for a walk, but it's kind of hot out there.
It's really hot.
So maybe I'll just skip the walk today since you walk for me.
Okay.
Want to do a live today?
Maybe.
We have Grandpa for another day, by the way. So when it's super hot like this, it's easier for us to keep them. So
Rustics, I haven't met
we
soon.
get them for another day.
And I appreciate all my people. And that's
But Mark's going to bring I said, you got to bring us something from the grocery store. And I'll keep them for another day. So he's going to bring spinach and carrots.
We need milk.
And milk. Okay, I'll come get milk too.
Might be.
I found my
I do need some water from the
on
gas
the
station.
berry hill.
Anyhow, so, Hunter, that's sweet. Dan is love. Which social media app is your favorite? I like them both. You know, they all have their benefits and their pros and cons, right? Right now I'm at a 4. I'm just kind of doing a run, walk, because it's hot. So I don't want to get overheated because when I do that, it kills me for the rest of the day. So anyhow, yeah, so for me it's really important to engage with the people who are here. I do, Natasha, I do with kids. And so I take more time and energy to learn the handle names and everything else. So, hi Jill, it's really important for me. And sometimes to my own detriment, right? Because I want to get to everybody's comments. Yeah. Who said party? Whoop whoop! Here, let's everybody party over here. Anyhow, so I want to, you know, I always worry about missing the comments that are important for me to see, or and I've really had to step back from that because it's really hard for me to do it. His donut box. And by the way, I put that on my Mrs. D. South NorCal 3 on TikTok, and I was like, and for all you people who say I don't love Dan, I bought him some donuts from Sam's Club. I know, Mars, I know, and that's why I'm not pushing it. Hi, Kim W. Thanks, man, I appreciate that. Dan is a pain in the ass, he is. You know that, you've been around long enough to know. He is a pain in my arse. You know, people are worried that I don't have patience for Grandpa. Grandpa's easy on most days. It's my husband that's not. This morning, I was on my Zoom making my bed, and Dan yelled at me, right? He was just, no, he was an ass this morning. But he doesn't see he's an ass, right? So this morning, you know, I'm making the bed, I'm talking to my Zoomies, and he's like, where are my keys? Where are my keys? I'm like, they're not hanging up. I'm like, they're in the car. They're in the car. Really? You left them in the car? Well, guess what? I'm like, bruh, relax. I didn't keep them in the ignition because that kills the battery on the Porsche. So he immediately jumped to the fact that I left them in the ignition, right? And I was like, God, see, that's what pisses me off. I'm starting my morning, he's yelling at me, already thinking that I'm doing something wrong, but does he come back and say, I'm sorry? No, he doesn't. And he was wrong. He was wrong. Bye, Mars. All right, have fun. He was wrong, but he never comes back and says, I'm sorry. That was my bad. I shouldn't have reacted that way. But instead, he's over it. He's forgotten about it. And guess where it is? It's right here on my shoulders. I'm still pissed off about it, right? Eventually, it'll wean. Back in the past, I'd be like, well, fuck you, I ain't talking to you. You're an asshole, you know? But I don't do that anymore. But it's still here. It's still on my shoulders. And it still pisses me off. Ugh, I haven't heard I'm sorry either. The only time he says I'm sorry is when he's on social media. I know, Kathy, it's so sad. Because the two words that can clear up so many things, so much hurt, so much anger, is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so simple, right? I'm sorry. It's like the weight of the world gets lifted off your shoulders. Y'all, if you have a hard time saying I'm sorry, practice it. Practice it. And maybe we can be the role models for our husbands, right? Or maybe our children. Maybe. And I had this woman, I noticed. I seen this woman on one of my videos last night that I did catch. And she was very supportive of me. She was very angry towards me. And I appreciate the defense. But, you know, you don't have to go to the bathroom. And she was like, for all your wife does. You know, it was on a live. I think she was commenting on the last live we did on YouTube. And she's like, for all the shit your wife does for you, and you're just so, whatever she was saying. And I was like, girl, it's okay, right? Girl, it's okay. I don't even know Kim if my husband ever says he loves me, which is fine. Like we said, right? We accept their faults. But sometimes it can still piss us off, right? It's hard, Megan, I get it. But the whole thing for you is changing that pattern, right? I don't want to be the person that I was affected by internally, right? In a bad way. And so I do my damnedest to fix my childhood trauma, right? Because I don't want my kids feeling the way I feel. Although, I don't blame my mom for anything. I know she did the best she could. But it doesn't help. And you know, all of us can't see that. All of us can't learn from that. And all of our kids can't see it the same way we do. I do now, Greg. Now when people put me down. But as your kid, you don't know what to do, right? Oh, I love that, John. I appreciate you. Kimberly, today I'm kind of miserable because it's hot as hell in here. And I don't want heat exhaustion. Yes, and the wisdom comes with age for most of us. There are still people who can't gain any wisdom from their life experiences, but that's my biggest journey that I want for myself, is to look at everything instead of why me, my life sucks. I'm using it as a way to turn it around, right, and to learn from it and to be stronger and better, right? Bye, Mars. Laura, it's hard, you know. This dedication is one thing I never lost, and that's probably part of an addiction, and that's what's really probably the cause of it. Good or bad, I don't know. You're lucky that your grown children are apologetic. My middle child is, my son, he's 19, so he gets a little, you know, clueless, because he's just, you know, the development of boys is a little slower than girls. But my daughter is just, my middle child is a psychology major, and so she sees a lot of the negative traits she has, so she's trying to fix them, especially with her boyfriend, you know. No, being my addiction is not bad, right? My addiction is just exercising every day. I don't do it for 5 hours or anything like that. I don't have the energy anymore. And it's so sad, right? And somebody on YouTube said, oh, good, Shantae, I love it. It is, life is a slippery slope, y'all, and men. And the men we have married, right? Oh, Kimberly, he won't, but that's okay. You know, and acceptance of the things we cannot change, right? The things we cannot change. And we can't change the person that we live with, or our children, or anybody else. We can only change ourselves. So I try to change my thought process to make my life easier, right? My life easier. My husband sucks at certain things that I wish he could do. Oh my God, I'm like dripping. You guys never see me sweat. I mean, my shirt's wet. You know it's hot. So, you know, those are the things we can try to be better in ourselves. And I still have faults. You know, I'm stubborn as hell, y'all. I'm a Taurus. So, you know, my husband, sometimes I have the mentality, he's like, well, why should I try if you don't give two shits or think about me? Fuck you, motherfucker. Fuck you. Oh, what? You met another fan of in Utah? Really, Jess? That's so funny. We don't call them fans. We call them friends. It's really, I don't think you can teach empathy, Joshua. I think it's something you have or you don't. I believe. Now, if you've learned empathy by yourself, kudos. I've always been empathetic, and I think it's because of the way I grew up. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. You know, you got to remember too that parents, I don't know how old you are, but you know, we argue, right? We fight. Probably some of the biggest fights we have as a couple from me and my husband are money and sex. Yeah, you heard me. Money and sex. That's it. It's the root of all problems in a marriage for the most part. But a lot of people, like Hannah used to think when she was little that whenever we argued, she was fearful that we were going to get divorced. She was like, I don't want you and Dad to get divorced, you know? I was like, Hannah, we're fighting. This is normal. This is a normal way. You know, it's difficult. And if your mom's in harm's way, you know, if he's physical, yeah, she needs to leave. That's not okay. And that's where kids come in sometimes to help the moms. Sometimes moms sacrifice themselves, right, for their family, to our own detriment. Yeah, that's not cool. You know, if he's physical, he needs help. And your mom needs to get out and not worry about, you know, staying for him or whatever. Because, you know, in those situations, I've never been in them. So I'm very fortunate I've never been in a physical abusive relationship. It's hard to get out, right? It's hard to get out. But sometimes if you're old enough and you can get your mom to see reason or your dad, sometimes we need you to say, open your fucking eyes and get out before he hurts you. Because nobody should ever put their hands on anybody. Nobody should ever put their hands on anybody, like any type of relationship. What does Grandpa say when we're fighting? You know, we don't really fight. We bicker. You know, sometimes if we're bickering in front of him, he'll be like, oh, you guys, you know, enough's enough, or whatever. What are you yelling about, he'll say. But remember, Grandpa can't really hear. He can't really make out things. Yeah, you think your mom should kick your dad's ass? I do too. I know. I wish it was raining here too. So it's anyhow. This is good. So yeah, it's but Ed was a yeller, you guys. Ed was a fighter. Ed was a bickerer. Ed was you know, an argumenter. So I believe that when he hears us, I believe it feels normal for him, right? Because that was his life. I believe there's a comfort in there for him. So I don't think he really like notices it. You know what I mean? Good morning, Rick. How are you? He was a hard man, Bugsy. He was a very hard, controlling man. Still loves his family, but he still had those other attributes that were not always that nice, right? Or very difficult to deal with. And that's okay, you know? That's okay. He is much sweeter now. And he is much easier to be around than he was back in the day. And Dan will tell you that. You know, so I said that the other day to somebody, and somebody got mad at me. They're like, well, how are you? And I'm like, okay, well, that's not what we were talking about. We weren't talking about me. A lot of them have a lot of their father's attributes. The not so good ones. They all have their love for their families. They all have their love for the fur babies. That's really strong, right? That was his strongest attribute that Ed has passed down and was a great role model for. But they all had the other intricacies that maybe weren't so great, right? Maybe like, you know, his cheapness, right? Not running ACs, not running the heat. Some of them have that worse than others. The yelling, you know, the poking, you know, just to get a rise out of people. Dan pokes to get a rise out of me. That's his dad. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? We all have our faults. Anyhow, this is linked in my bio. Yeah, you could call that gaslighting. And there's times that I'm like, oh my God, you are your father. Like, you want attention. It doesn't always have to be negative. Like, you can do it the right way to get the positive attention. But Ed was like, he didn't care what kind of attention he got, just as long as he got it, so he would poke. You know, I mean, that's my thought process with it, right? So, I don't know, you know. We all have our things. Our parents have all had their things and still do. I don't have my parents aren't still alive, so I can't say that. But I know that you are a product of your environment. So you pick what you like and you try to change what you don't like. And sometimes all of us can't escape that, right? Unless you work hard to do it. Yes, and sometimes it's hard because you can't help but to react because we're human, right? There are things that Ed says to this day, you know, not realizing, right? But he'll say things and it triggers me, right? Because that's what my brain remembers from the olden days, right? Of him poking me. And so it took me a long time to, it took me a long time to just let it go because he's not in his right mind. But it's hard to forget. It's hard to forget because that's what your body remembers, your brain remembers. So the first thing we do, we want to, you know, punch back. But today, right, it wouldn't make it. What's the point in his state of mind? And sometimes, you know, we still react because we're human, you know, or we're like, oh my God, Ed, you know, I'll say things like, I'll say, Ed, we just talked about this 30 seconds ago. Don't you remember? You know, no shit, he doesn't remember what we would ask. Sometimes he says, well, yes, you said my brother died. Okay, well, then that's what it is. I can't change it. But, you know, we're human. Our word choices aren't always perfect, you know? It is what it is. How did you learn a hula hoop? I just did. This is a weighted one. Yeah, and it's teased. What did Ed used to say? I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of the head, but he had pokes for me. He would call me, it wasn't the nicest thing, but like at the beginning, when he was here, he would call me a stupid girl. You know, you're just a stupid girl. Basically, you don't know anything. That was hard, right? Because here I am taking care of him, and he's calling me a stupid girl. You share that. Especially with our history, you know. Now, you know, he's changed and he's very appreciative, and that helps, right? That helps. I can't think of like the we'll see, right? The we'll see. I'll find out about that. You know, it's like, oh Jesus, just degrading, right? Yeah, it's just it's a reaction that you can't help. You don't think about. It's just a reaction, right? That's emotion. That's emotion. And it is. He can't help it, but sometimes we can't help it either, Chrissy, right? Depending on what our state of mind is. So you can't. I've learned to not hold a grudge about it, right? Because, or feel guilty about my response if I'm sad, you know, or if I don't feel bad about my reactions anymore, because not only, you know, will he not remember, but I also give myself the leeway to be human and to have feelings, right? Because if I took that away and felt guilty about everything, then that just would mean that I'm depriving myself of some of the basic human emotion, and I won't do that. I won't do that because I don't think it's fair to me. So sometimes, majority of the time, I would say 90% of the time I can control it, and then the other 10% of the time, you know, I might lose my shit. But who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I mean, it just does. It's life, you know? You're dealing with the day-to-day shit. You have to deal with, you know, constant repetition throughout the whole day. You know, sometimes you guys have seen me, right, in a video. And Dan always gets mad. He's like, you know, you need to really focus, know when I'm recording and pay attention to what I'm doing. And I said, but sometimes when I'm in the house, I'm going from one thing to another. I'm not thinking and I'm not hearing things that are going on because I'm on a mission, right? I'm on a mission. And so, like, there's times that Ed will say, oh, hi, Danielle, if I'm walking in the room and I don't respond, I'm on the phone, my mind is just shut. And how many times do I hear in a day, oh, hi, Danielle, oh, good morning, Danielle, oh, hi, you know, back to back to back to back. So sometimes I've learned to tune things out, or it does drive you batty. And so, you know, Dan will be like, I got to cut that out, or I got to, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not going to change who I am, because people are going to think that I'm somebody else, that I'm not, right? That's how I operate, right? I will not change me because I'm afraid of what others are going to say about me. I know what my true worth is. I know how I am. But in this world, when we have Ed, you learn to tune things out. You have to, or you go crazy. How many times a day do I hear, oh, hi, Danielle, hi, 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 hi. And sometimes I'm like, I can't do it anymore. So I just redirect. I kind of engage the mechanism and block things out. Sometimes Dan will talk to me and I don't hear him. It doesn't mean I'm a bitch. It doesn't mean I don't care. It just means that I'm on a mission to do something. I'm on a mission. I'm on the next phase while everybody else is just lollygagging around. I'm doing my shit. I have to disengage or I'm going to drive myself batty. And I'm the one, for the most part, who takes care of him when he's here. That I have to learn to engage and disengage throughout the day if I'm going to have the patience for the whole day. Does that make sense? And everybody's different. Aw, Jenny, thank you. I'm glad. So if you see me in a video and you judge, and Dan yells at me all the time. Mike, I think I'm going to have a hard time when Ed passes. I think I will probably have a lot harder time than I thought I would have at the beginning of this journey. I had a lot of anger towards him, and I didn't think I would ever feel the way I do now. So, yes, I think I will go through it probably harder than most. Yes, so anyhow, that's, and Dan's like, the other day I did it too. I was on the phone, and I was walking in, trying to do something, and go to my next, you know, chore, and Ed's like, hey, Danielle, I don't always hear it. Because I have disengaged. And so Dan's like, well, I have to cut that out now. I'm like, who cares? Put it in there. You don't have to explain for me. If people want to judge me based on something like that, then that's on them. But that is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I can accept it. I don't care what the people say anymore. If they want to think that I'm this bad troll of a person, then let them think that. Because if they really took the time, they would see that it's not me, right? I'm not a troll. I mean, I can be, but I'm not. Ed was a difficult man. All his kids will tell you that. He was difficult. He was challenging. He was very exhausting to deal with. And it's so funny because a lot of people can see that, Mel. You've said that before too, and you're like, I can see that he was a very difficult man. There is a lot of people who can't see that. There's a lot of people who are like, well, I don't understand. Why are you saying he's so sweet, he's so gentle? No, because there are snippets. There are snippets of the videos that I have taken when he gives me that look. You know, he'll give me, a couple times people have been like, oh my God, I saw that. That look he gave you, I was like, that's a look I got all the time. Like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. And he did that. He was passive aggressive sometimes. He was very he would actually no, he wasn't passive aggressive. He was always just to the point, and he would tell you what he would. But he would look at me like, you don't know anything. You know, you don't know anything. What do you know? You know, type of a thing. And you're like, yeah. Oh, I know. So there's times he gives me that look, and people are like, oh my God, I saw that. I'm like, you did, didn't you? It was there. That was the look. That pissed me off. And he has said it, you know? He has said it. Anyhow, we just hit 26 years the other day. Yeah. And it's hard, you know? He was an interesting coot. Chap. Whatever you want to call him. So yes. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, you know, and those caregivers who, you know, I'm sure certain caregivers can relate to the you know, last night I think he was talking to both of us, and we were both in the room, and just, we literally, none of us replied to him. I just couldn't. I was just done. I couldn't deal with anything more. I was exhausted from the day. It was hot. I was cranky. And, you know, we just didn't. He's like, well, nobody's talking. He didn't say anything. So you have to do that sometimes, you know. It's exhausting. You know, people get exhausted doing and caring and repeating, you know. Sometimes you don't want to talk anymore. Sometimes I don't want to talk anymore. Sometimes I just want to disengage completely. I don't even want Dan to talk to me. So, yeah, you know, call it like it is. It is what it is. We all cope in different ways to get through the day. So, there you have it, my friends. There you have it. Anybody doing anything fun today? Anybody? Anybody? It's hot here today, so I'll probably go out and play with the dogs for a little bit and jump in the pool, swim like some laps a little bit. Thank you, Alec. Silence is golden sometimes. It is. It is. And just don't always judge, you know, the caregivers. I feel like, you know, there was a time when I was doing my videos and I would cut certain things out that I said because for fear of the attack. Now I'm like, it is what it is. People are going to form their judgments no matter what, so bring it on. Oh no, Debbie, you're AC now. Cincy, I do a lot of self-care for myself. I do. I get cupped, I get my nails done. Oh, fun, Lisa. And I go to the casino. I love going to the casino. That is just something that helps me unwind, and I can, you know, disengage from life. And, you know, that's just what I like. Oh, Mike, thank you. Diane, I am not going, but everybody else is. Oh, Matt. Oh, well, I'm glad you can join us, and I'm glad you enjoy us. Do you want to casino? Never. But yet I still go. I know. Why do you still go? It's an addiction, right? I mean, it's a moderate addiction. I did think about going yesterday, but I didn't. I always lose too. I still go. Julie, for what? I have no idea how. I just get through it. I do it. Julie, there's no other way. Some days I'm like, how did I get through this day? I'm so confused. What did I do? Did I even do anything? Was I sleeping? Oh no, user, I'm so sorry. Hang in there. Hang in there. I just had somebody on this side say Parkinson's disease as well. I'm learning Navajo. I'm learning. Some days I do better than others. I figured you were just laid back. Didn't know your home life was miserable. What home life? Kathy, what? Redefine yourself. Re-comment, remake if you, that wasn't, huh? Did anybody say anything in my home life was miserable? Do you guys feel my home life is miserable? Because I just had a Kathy say so. I thought I was just laid back, and I didn't realize that my home life was miserable. Shit. It's my troll dance. Oh, hello in South Africa. Do you have a date yesterday? Vicky, no. It's hot as balls here in Sacramento. Plus, we kept Grandpa, and we're keeping him again because, it is hot. And, you know, sometimes we feel like we do things better, right? So we're keeping Grandpa again because it's really, really hot. Really hot. St. Pauli girl, do they ever? Oh, Lord. It is what it is, y'all. I laugh. I giggle. It's fine. I'm fine. Some days I feel miserable, but that's my own doing. I love the casino. It's on my mind. So I checked to see. I didn't even get a poem, Roger. Fuck Dan. You heard me. I said it. The truth sets you free. Once you can look at yourself in the mirror and accept who you are and what your faults are, that helps. Some days I'm miserable. I was miserable this morning. I was pissed off, and then I started letting things get to me and irritated with things, and I was like, girl, get your mind right. We are not going to go down. Oh, Mark's here. Am I happy? I think so, relatively speaking. What's happy, right? What's happy? Can I ask that question? Isn't that kind of subjective too? I mean, I kind of want to go today, but I think it's kind of boring by myself. And isn't it kind of dangerous to go by myself? I feel kind of, my head was listening. So it really makes me worried about that, right? Can I go? What is happy? It's another emotion. You know, I think things are really crazy sometimes because happiness for me may not be the same way for you. So happy for me is my kids are happy and healthy, right? Happiness for me is a fall day. I love a fall, crisp day. Happiness for me is, love, feeling loved, feeling appreciated. Happiness for me is not having stress, right? I flip off the machines too. Do anybody flip off the machines when you're not winning? Like, that you're one away from the bonus and it goes, gone, kick it. Damn you. Well, then you get booted out of the casino, so you can't. I know. And Robert, hi TS. I don't think I've ever had a day stress free. Never. I've never had a stress free day either. So just know that. It's normal. And I think I am happy relatively. Yeah. Sometimes I do the double. I enjoyed my free play and went on it. Sometimes the free play makes you win better. Yeah, I don't. I flip it off. Don't kick the machine, because then you might get kicked out and never asked to return again, because money isn't everything for them. Yeah, I don't ever believe. It's just how you roll with the stress, right? It's how you roll with the stress. Every day. Does anybody ever go through a day? The double flip off for me on the machine is when it's really hasn't given me much, right? I'll flip it off when it's doing like one flip, when it's doing good, right? It's kind of paying me, but the double is when it's really not doing anything. You did a quick 4K. Can I have some? I never win, and I make that face too. People. My face reminded me. It's really funny, and we still didn't. People rub it. I rub it sometimes too. Yeah, the double flip off didn't help us win. You're right. Maybe we didn't caress it enough. Never deviate. Here's the thing. Me neither, Mary. Here's the thing. Never deviate from your rituals, right? Every time I deviate, it's a worse night. I drink Coronas all the time when I'm in a casino. Every time I don't, guess what happens? I lose worse. Is that possible? Superstitious. Yes. Superstitious. There's a lot of germs on there, but I make sure not to touch my mouth. So, it's interesting. Superstition. What's that? Bum, 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 bum. Superstition. I can't get a tune. Yeah, I'm very superstitious, because every time it happens, it is what it is. Damn it. But I do want to go. I was craving it, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Rick. Yes, Stevie Wonder. I can't get the tune in my head, because I have other tunes in my head. Yes, Clint wins. But you got to remember, Clint doesn't play slots. He plays the tables, and it's 50-50. Your odds are better at the table. So he wins mostly when he can walk away with thousands or walk down with thousands. Is who a divorce lawyer? Yeah, right. No, I can't get the tune though. I know the words, but I can't get the tune. Yes, I think big time gamblers was. Back when Dan was a gambler, he was a big time gambler for a minute. But there was no superstitions for him. He's not into that. Mystery of the Lamp. There's always more to win. Me too. I love slots. Yeah, I'm starting to become, because the last couple times when Debbie was here, I just did everything opposite of what I normally do, and that was it. Fuck, I screwed myself. So yes, from now on, Coronas only, or tequila. Mary, Stevie Wonder is the man, Greg. I love Stevie Wonder. My daughter used to love, Mary, you're smart for not doing it. What's that song? Ba-na-na-na, bum-bum-ba-na-ba-na. Bum 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 na na. You can can't think of the words. No Mai Tais. What the fuck is that? Yes, the music pioneer. Yeah. Anyhow, Sir Duke. Thank you. God, I was like, what is that? Sorry. Could you tell with my my kid Jennifer loves Sir Duke when she was a young girl. That's a great song. Miley, have I always been in this great a shape? I've been better. I'm probably about 10 pounds heavier than I would like to be, but I don't know if I can get. Oh, I keep making that face again. And there's women that always are like, why do you make those faces? It's ugly. Thank you. I know it's ugly, but I'm very expressionate. And that's why Botox isn't staying in my face. I like mojitos, but it's just not really my thing. I always worked out. Yeah, I've been working out. Yeah, it's so funny because everybody who does, who sees me and who's there, where I've gotten Botox in the past, is like, girl, I've seen you. You can't stop moving your face. I know. I can't help it. I've always been that way. That's why I got wrinkles, y'all. My face is and Dan. And kids. So anyhow, it's crazy life. Y'all, faces are fun, but the women are men are too. They're still Richards dicks, for short. Yeah, I can't, this face doesn't, and that's the thing, is I can't act. I can't act. And then Dan's always like, you gotta try better. I'm like, no, that's not me. I'm not gonna be somebody I'm not. Like, it is what it is. People will like me or love me or don't. It's not my problem. Well, you're gonna get hate. Okay, I do anyway, so it doesn't matter what I do. Edward, he was a podiatrist. Hi, Scooter. What's up? No, this does not. Lie. Robert, that's great. I can. I need it too, but lately my body does not like it. Robert, that's the huge thing too, is cooking. I can't. And that's why Dan says, well, you need to just learn to be a little bit more careful. And I'm like, no. Edit it out if you don't like it. I'm not changing who I am for a fucking video. So, it is what it is. Has Dan ever worked out with me? No, he doesn't really, he walks, right? Ooh, chicken soup, yum. Careful for like if I don't respond to him. Grandpa, if I'm walking in for the 10th time in 30 seconds, he's like, hello, Danielle, and Dan's recording, and I, just zoned out trying to get to my next chore. And he records, he's like, great, now people are gonna get mad. So, let them be mad, or edit it out. I don't change who I am for the camera. I just don't. I won't. That's when I stop doing videos or creating, that's what I will do. If I have to feel like I have to change for who I am, I'm done. I'm out. Not me. Yes, Kathy, most of you love me. Kara, I'm not a personal trainer. No. I just talk to my friends in the morning time. We talk about life. We talk about me. We talk about my journey with my father-in-law, my husband, my kids. That's what I do. That's what I'm a creator. I'm an influencer. I'm all of the above these days. That's my job. My job is domestic goddess and social media creator. That's what I am. I used to always be like, no. At the beginning, people would say that. I was like, no, I'm not. Stop. I'm not. But I am, right? I am. Deb, I do lift weights every day. I try to anyway. I think it's really important to keep up, the upper body strength. I will probably swim. I'm starting to, swim a little bit, every day. I try to do swimming. And right now I think I don't do up and back as one. I do one, back, two. So, hi Kim, how are you? So I just do my thing. Swim a little bit, 10 minutes of, arms, shoulders, back. I have Brooks, Kim, social media theater, or that. Whatever you want to call it, it is what it is. Do your daughter find something to wear to the picnic? Yes, Trish, or is that Kelly? Kelly. She did. She ended up going to anthropology, of course, out of all places, and she found something. But I hope I didn't pay for it. I don't think I did. So that's fun. Let's really think about it. Yes. Yes. It is. What do you want me to sing? can't think. I would sing Sir Duke, but I can't get the rhythm. Yeah, no. That's just laziness and not putting the rake away after I was done with it. That's it. I'm gonna start using it. I'm gonna keep it there for that. It's a little too high for me as a microphone. But I get scared when I can't think of a name to it. But you know, it is what it is. Fresh lobster, yum. You know, it happens. My brain is constantly going, right? I'm constantly thinking. So, you know, you got to remember sometimes that it is the inhabitants of our brain working that makes you forget. It's kind of like what keeps you the most important to the least important, and so I forget. Names also is something that's really bad for me. If I meet somebody introduced themselves to me the other day, and he's like, oh my God, I watch you and your husband and your father-in-law, we love him, blah, blah, blah. Said his name, and I walked away and I was like, what's his name? I need to be better at that. But yeah, so, I mean, it happens. And then I beat myself up. I'm like, oh no, it's starting. Oh no. Multitasking, stress, menopause, having babies. Remember when we had pregnant or after and we're like, where am I? What was I doing? You know, how many of us walk into a room and they're like, all right, I'm out here because what am I here? I don't, oh, now I remember. Yeah, oh shit. So sometimes I've started to dance, right? Oh, I see Henry. You know, sometimes I just started to dance. I'm like, I'm out here to bust a move. You want it, you got it. I remember. Yeah, mommy amnesia. I have just stress amnesia. I have Salinger amnesia. That's what I have. For the men in my life, my kids, you know, all my birthrights, you know, the birthrights that came out of here, and everything else, you know. Yeah, so start dancing. So if that happens today, I'm telling you, just start busting a move. I'm here to drop it like it's hot. Hello, hello. Yeah, I remember. It helps, I think. It helps. Anxiety, usually. It's anxiety. It's like, I can't stop thinking. My brain will not shut off. People are like, don't you meditate? No. Well, you should try it. It doesn't work. I don't know how to turn this off. Stop. Collaborate and listen. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't. It's like stuck. What is going on? Oh shit. Look at that bug. Oh fuck. Look at that dirt. How did I get there? Oh my god, I gotta pay that bill. No, I can't do it. You know, I get really focused when I'm cleaning and when I'm doing chores and I can disengage, but my brain is still going on the things that are on my list, right? I can't stop. Look at me now. Look at me now. Chris Brown, you know. I'm getting Hank Brown. Look at me now. Anyhow, digression. So yeah, no, it's hard. I use jelly beans for discipline. Really? Like if you get a chore done, you eat jelly beans. I do. I try to say, I love chips, right? So I'm like, all right, if I work out harder, I can have 3 times the servings. I'm just kidding. Hi, Cher. Yes, have fun. It's going to be 107 here. It is frustrating. Brain loss or brain no shutdown. Yeah, even when I'm going to bed, like Dan doesn't understand. I'm like, I need to fall asleep with something. No, Fiber, I can't do yoga. I have no patience for anything that doesn't move, right? Sitting in one position for a long time, I can't. I have to move somehow. I just can't do it. My brain doesn't allow me to sit. I can't. I don't want to hold a pose for 5 seconds. I'm already like, okay, I gotta move. I gotta squat. I gotta, you know, what? No, I can't do that. Yes, there's a fan on right now. I can't. My brain. It's worse. It's gotten worse since I've been older. And all my problems, I can't stop it. It's horrible. So I think I do have ADHD, fibro. I think it's been here since menopause. My mom's death. I believe all of that came on after the trauma. And menopause is a trauma. Me too, feisty girl. It's the rap, and Dan doesn't understand it. He's like, "Can you just sit down?" I'm like, "No, I gotta keep moving. No." Do you over medicate? I do. Oh, easy. I see you have all my prescriptions out. Yes, I over medicate. I don't medicate enough. I try to do it au natural, and that's why I'm the way I am. Me neither, Tara. I wake up, I go to the bathroom, and I'm thinking. I mean, I do like when I get really tired, fibro. Like there's times where I'm like, I just gotta disengage, and I'll shut my eyes and try to, and I'll close my eyes. But the minute I wake up, I'm up. I'm like, okay, I can't. It's just, anyway. Yeah, cleaning is just movement. I find peace when things are clean around me. So yeah, it runs all day. Like I'm talking to you guys, and I'm thinking about what's on the agenda for today. Hi Victoria, how are you? And what I'm doing. I don't know. Shit. No, but everything's fine. I feel like I'm the healthiest I've ever been in my life at 49. Physically, mentally, and all of the above. So, I mean, I really believe that I'm proud of myself, right? I'm proud of myself. And if that's the thing that doesn't stop is my brain, then it is what it is. And that's why I enjoy mindless TV. Hi, funny me. I enjoy like reality TV because it like my brain will disengage. Casino has always been a disengagement. I can just let it go. Everything. It just, my brain takes away the ability, to like think or worry. I'm just focused at that time. You're welcome, Womack. Have a great Sunday. I know I gotta leave. I got shit to do. The dogs are waiting. I gotta jump in the pool. I have small bass, and it's really uncomfortable. So you guys have a great Sunday. We might go on today. I don't know. Later, you did in the neck. I hope you didn't penetrate too hard. That's a new thing. I forked my husband last night. Which kind of fork? A fork in the neck or a fork in the... Anyhow. So y'all have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday however you spend it, in church, with family, by yourself, relaxing, gambling, drinking, what have you. Enjoy it. Get the most out of your day. Work is tomorrow. For some of us, it's always the same every day. Fork yourself away if you would like to. Forking is important for most people. Forking is not so important to me. Forking in the neck sometimes is highly inspirational. I've never forked anybody. Well, in the neck, that is. So enjoy your all. Get your poses on today. Sun the bum if you can. Let me know how the UV rays felt in the anus tomorrow. I dare you to do that. I dare you to dance when you can't forget. I dare you to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am worthy, I am important, I matter, I'm amazing, and I'm fucking amazing. And fucking amazing. And I'm beautiful and or handsome. Every day. You are enough. Everybody here is enough. You just have to believe it and see it. And once your eyes open to that, I promise you, the world is your oyster. Love y'all. Have a great Sunday. And stay cool for all of us that are embracing this heat. And dry the swamp gas. So long, farewell, au revoir and goodbye. Adieu, 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 adieu.